Brevard's Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America would like to thank the following municipalities for their 2021 proclamations, declaring the first Friday in June to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. The City of Cocoa, the City of Palm Bay, the City of Rockledge, and the City of Titusville. This proclamation declares the first Friday in June to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the cities of Cocoa, Palm Bay, Rockledge, and Titusville to honor and remember all victims and the survivors of gun violence and declare that we as a country must do more to reduce gun violence. Whereas every day more than 100 Americans are killed by gun violence, alongside more than 230 who are shot and wounded, and on average there are more than 13,000 gun homicides every year. And whereas Americans are 25 times more likely to die by gun homicide than people in other high-income countries. And whereas Florida has 2,752 gun deaths every year with a rate of 12.5 deaths per 100,000 people. Florida has the 27th highest rate of gun deaths in the U.S. Whereas gun homicides and assaults are concentrated in cities, with more than half of all firearm-related gun deaths in the nation occurring in 127 cities. And whereas cities across the nation, including in Cocoa, Palm Bay, Rockledge, and Titusville, are working to end the senseless violence with evidence-based solutions. And whereas protecting public safety in the communities they serve is the mayor's highest responsibility. And whereas support for the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens goes hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories. And whereas mayors and law enforcement officers know their communities best, are most familiar with local criminal activity and how to address it, and are best positioned to understand how to keep their citizens safe. And whereas gun violence prevention is more important than ever as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to exacerbate gun violence after more than a year of increased gun sales, increased calls to suicide and domestic violence hotlines, and an increase in city gun violence. Whereas, in January 2013, Hydea Pendleton was tragically shot and killed at age 15. And on June 4, 2021, to recognize the 24th birthday of Hydea Pendleton, born June 2, 1997, people across the United States will recognize National Gun Violence Awareness Day and wear orange in tribute to Hydea Pendleton and other victims of gun violence, and the loved ones of those victims. Whereas, the idea was inspired by a group of Hydea's friends who asked their classmates to commemorate her life by wearing orange. They chose this color because hunters wear orange to announce themselves to other hunters when out in the woods, and orange is a color that symbolizes the value of human life. And whereas, anyone can join this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June 4th, the first Friday in June 2021, to help raise awareness about gun violence. And whereas, by wearing orange on June 4th, 2021, Americans will raise awareness about gun violence and honor the lives of gun violence victims and their survivors. And whereas, we renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands and encourage responsible gun ownership to help keep our children safe. Now, therefore let it be resolved that the mayors of Cocoa, Palm Bay, Rockledge, and Titusville declare the first Friday in June, June 4th, 2021, to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. We encourage all citizens to support their local community's efforts to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and to honor and value human lives. Thank you to our mayors, city councils, city managers, law enforcement, community partners, family, and friends for your support to reduce gun violence in our communities.